crypto. Let's make sure my mic's on. Everything's going good here. It's in the middle of the night. I think it's like 1 o'clock. And all of a sudden, Bitcoin's flipping out. So I wanted to have a live stream just to see what's going on so we can take a look at it together. Hey, Matthew says, let it ride, let it ride. He wants to see it cranking along. Let me see if I can bring up a couple of things here. I got to get everything set up. I kind of just ran to the screen and tried to get everything rocking around. Okay, we got that up. Let's bring up our trading view. Let's see if we can get that going on at the same time. Holy smokes, I'm just sitting there, and then next thing I know, it's like it breaks resistance at 4,200, and then it starts just flipping out. And when I left my computer in the other room, it was at 47.50 on Bitfinex. So let's see here. Let's see if we can go into cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. Let's see where it's at. 47.39. Holy smokes. Let's see if we can get a... Can I get a strategy? Let's see if it will give me Bitfinex here. US dollar, Bitcoin, everything is here. Let's see. Let's take a look at this one. Alright. This is the Bitfinex. Just unbelievable. Hey, how you doing there, John Thompson? We got Matthew Gray, Jay Sullivan. Alright. Let it ride. I'd say let it ride. Yeah, so I'm watching this. Let's move my head out of the way. Oh, really? I gotta go fix Mike's camera. Like I got nothing else to do. Alright, let's see. Color adjust. Let's reset that. Let's go to my color key. Change my chroma. Let's see if we can get this to participate. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I'm a lot redder. I look like I'm losing it there. Let's see. Color adjust is off, obviously. Ooh. Take out some of the saturation. Let's lighten it up. Okay. And color correction. Let's see if we can do something with that. There we go. I'm liking that a little better. Alright. Let's close that up. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so yeah. So I'm sitting there. I'm chatting on Telegram with everybody. And I had my Bitcoin chart out, and I'm watching this thing, you know, and it's starting to go up right from this range here, the 39. Let's see here, the 31st right here. And then as soon as we hit April 1st, you know, we hit that 41.99, and then we broke that 42. And as I'm watching it, this thing's just flipping out on me. And it starts to produce numbers that are bringing us way up into 47. Now, it's starting to do a little retracement right now. But I was curious how high it would go before it would start to retrace. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this straightened out here. You know, and I thought it would it might even go all the way up to the 5200 and break the next level of resistance, but apparently not. Let me see what we got here on chat so I can talk with you guys. Now that I got everything set up. Oh. Just so no, it didn't smash 6,000. Duncan goes, yeah, it just smashed 6,000 here in Australia. I don't believe you. I don't believe you for 1 minute. 47. Hey, I was sitting down and I made myself some battered shrimp. I was gonna have a snack. You know, everything came out of the woodwork here. Unbelievable. Yeah, Bitfinex. You know, Bitfinex is usually the highest price, but still at 47. I mean, it keeps going on. It's still strong. Let me see what you guys are saying here. So Rich Rohan wants to go, what's the buzz? What's going on? What's happening? Yeah, so basically, you know, my shrimp, I'm doing this, I'm talking on Telegram, and I'm watching this thing just completely flip out on price. And, you know, when it breaks resistance at 42, next thing I know, it's hitting 43, 44. And by the time I turned around, I typed a couple of sentences, it was at 4,400. I literally typed a couple of sentences, I turned back around, it was at 47. And it had gone all the way up to 47.70. This has got to pull down at some point. There's just no way I could see it staying there for a period of time. And if it does, there'll be a Bart Simpson drop. But as you guys know, we're starting to see this. Now, it's my personal opinion that we're going to fluctuate in a channel, and it's going to go up and down in an $800 channel for at least another 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But, you know, it could be starting earlier. I thought for sure that the bottom would float a little bit more for a period of time. It just seemed too soon to start to see an increase. So I do expect this to drop again. And you know, if you got something that went from 42 to 47, there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction. What are you guys thinking? What do you, anybody out there know what happened? Any news? Has anybody heard anything or seen anything that would have caused this? Let's check in the news here. Matt says if it hits $5,000, I'm going to a stable coin. He's cashing out and put it into stable so that he can get more. I know, I thought maybe I should go in there and sell some at this price, because it's got to come back down. It's got to retrace at some point. John's saying, hey, I set up my PHM miner. So I'm not sure what miner that is. And for what coin. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about that, John. Oh, Duncan goes, yeah, it's 6,386 Aussie dollars. I was gonna say, there's no way it's 6,300 American dollars over there. Yeah, your Aussie dollars are only worth 75%. That's funny as heck. It threw me off. Oh. Yeah, Matt, I agree. Matt's saying he thinks there's going to be a $300 to $500 retrace. And yeah, you know, as we, you know, you get these pumps and then you're going to get this immediate drop. I'm just curious if it's going to peak and then immediately drop back down, or are we going to do the Bart Simpson dance here for a while and then have one of those drops back down in a couple of days? Because that's an immense amount. I mean, you're talking, you know, $1,000. Like, that's a big thing. Let's take a look, see if there's any. Let's type in Bitcoin. Let's go to news. Let's see if there's anything out there. Let's scour and see what we come up with. We'll go to settings, tools, and let's do recent in the past hour. 15 minutes ago, perfect storm. Let's say here, Ethereum World News. Bitcoin plays 6 weeks of games. There we go, Ethereum World News. They're coming up with breaking. Bitcoin breaks $4,700 out of complete nowhere. It's just a flash pump. Let's take a look here. That's right, Bitcoin is past $4,500 as of the time of this writing. Data on TradingView indicates that Bitcoin trading at $4,700 on Bitfinex, which trades a little bit higher than the other markets. The sudden move, which effectively came out of left field, came after BTC traded at $4,200 for the most of the last 3 days. It isn't clear what caused the move, but considering the volume indicators, a whale likely placed a large sale order. Interestingly, the move pushed BTC dominance back over 51% in the indicator range under 50. Yeah, everybody I think is just completely taken out of left field. When they wake up tomorrow, people are going to be flipping out. Let's see what you guys got out here. Let's see here. John Johnson saying that was, hey Dino, that was Phonium just released their cloud mine early today, along with their revamped crypto treasure game. Ah, yes, I've heard of the Phonium. I know Matt loves his Phonium and plays with that a lot. So that's good that they got the new miner up and running. Good for them. That's always good to see somebody, see these teams doing good. You know, every team, every coin, they run into roadblocks. They get people constantly trying to attack them and hack their blockchain. There's always some emergency that comes up. There's always something that, you know, you have to stop and fix first. It doesn't matter what coin you are and what's going on. And anybody that's just blaming coins and the teams for not doing anything or trying to check into stuff, it's just not being honest and truthful with you. All right, because everybody has that problem. Yeah, I'm eating my shrimp before they get cold. I have to tell you, I ain't letting these puppies go bad, so you're going to have to bear with me. They're tasty, too. I got that Zaxby's sauce. We have a place called Zaxby's, and they make this sauce. It's like a spicy, creamy sauce. I had one in the fridge. I grabbed it. Mmm. Oh, that's good. Battered shrimp with Zaxby's sauce. Mmm. Let's see what else they had here. Is Bitcoin ready to rumble? So this is what happened prior. The resistance point was at 4,200, and the perfect storm is brewing for Bitcoin, which can send it up to a rally of $5,000 or beyond. In the next few days, critical crypto markets will follow in its wake, whatever direction Bitcoin takes. So these guys here, they were expecting this. This just came out, and no sooner did this guy publish this, hey, you know, Bitcoin's ready to move, he had to publish, yeah, Bitcoin just flipped out. Let's take a look and see where we're going now. 47.99. Oh my god. Woo, 4,800 on Bitfinex. I can't believe it. 48.09, 48.18, 48.19. All right, I'm taking bets right now. Where do you think this guy? Where the sky's the limit on this, guys? I'm curious to see if this thing's gonna hit 5,000. Put it up on the chat. Give me the price that it's gonna hit, guys. Give me the price that it's gonna hit. I'm very curious to see. Hey, we doing there, Phoenix? We got you out there, Debo. Let's see what else we got here. And John Thompson saying, yeah, come on, 5,000. He wants to see that $5,000 range. 48.58. This is fun when crazy stuff like this happens. Holy smokes, it's exciting. And you know, the altcoins will probably take. I mean, there's a natural price elevation with the altcoin, but you're going to see them probably in the next hour or so start to overtake. And some of this money that's made is going to be put into some of these altcoins, there's no doubt. Double X, double Y, good to see you out there. Jay Sullivan saying he thinks it's going to hit 5,100 before it starts to retrace. So we got a 5,000 and a 5,100. It's like The Price is Right. You are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Matthew Gray is thinking 48.99. He's coming in that. Trying to beat him by $1. That's way too funny. Holy smokes. Let's see what other news we got while we're checking it out. It's unbelievable. Let's do a refresh on this. Investing.com. These guys are all 21. Everybody's slow to the party. There's only 1 or 2 people that have published so far. And to discuss this particular event. Surprisingly, Ethereum World News so far is the only one that's been published to the best of my knowledge without actually going to these different sites. Usually CCN has something, but I don't know if they publish in the middle of the night. That's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Alright. Yeah, these guys are more of a scheduled event, news event, and not in the breaking. But I'm going to keep my eyes open on this breaking news and see what gets loaded in. Asia, Double X is saying, Dino, I think I know the answer. Asia is just throwing money at Bitcoin left and right and putting it in. Obviously, you figure a 7 to 12 hour difference, so your early morning, afternoon over there, and these guys are in the thick of things. So you never know. John Thompson goes, "Hey Dino, can you pass me one of them shrimp?" Yeah, I'll put it right into the screen there for you. Yeah, they're tasty. I don't know where my wife got them, but they're actually the frozen type. But they're done really well. I brought myself a toaster oven here to my office so I could heat them up. Very good. Sorry to eat in front of you guys, but you're just out of luck. Debo goes, the World Bank sold their XRP for Bitcoin. That's where it went. Yeah, they're thinking that some whale bought a whole bunch. But I think what happens, something got triggered, and then as the price goes up, more and more stuff gets triggered. So that's probably more like it. $5,000, guys. 5,000. We hit 5,000. Oh, it just broke down. $49.98. I saw 5,000 on the screen. It was there. Oh my gosh. It hit it. It hit 5,000. There it is. 5,005, guys. You guys are watching this here live. Holy smokes. I love it. So Double X saying, hey, I loved your Halloween video. Yeah, my Halloween video was basically to respond to all the FUD out there. And clearly my Halloween video is what caused Bitcoin to shoot through the roof. Everybody said, put that FUD to the side. And it shot through the roof very specifically because of the Night of the Living FUD. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. I'm going to bring up my YouTube just for giggles. I thought that it gave me some more information. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, it does give me some information. So we got 13 folks online. That's exciting. Hey, I didn't know. I didn't tell you guys. Holy smokes. I wanted to show you guys. Let's put that up here. We'll put this in the corner somewhere here. We got 14 folks online. I don't know what happened. I turned green. I threw my hands in the air and I turned green. Let's see if I can fix any of that. I don't know if I can. Apparently I can't fix that. The color correction's not working. Nothing's happening there. Oh, let's try this one. There we go. Let's put a little more red back into. It could be blue. I could be yellow. I could be a Smurf. Hey, la 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 la. That's too funny. All right, that fixes that. So let's put that. I want to put this someplace where it's not in the way. Let's put it down here. There we go. I was going to show you guys too while we're waiting for this here. Let's take a quick look. 5,040. Nope. Back down to 49, 48. It's starting to retrace a little bit. 49.80. It's pumping down. 73. Let's put that to the side there so we can watch it right here. I was going to show you my channel here. And you guys, you got to take a look. I've got 999 subscribers. Right there, 999 subscribers. So I hit 1,000. I'm going to give away 1,000 electronic and 1,000 web dollars. All I need is one more subscriber. I think that's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we did the 49.50, guys. Let's bring up my chat again. I accidentally closed that. See you guys here. John Thompson goes, what are you watching the price on? Go to tradingview.com. Tradingview.com. You can bring it up. Select markets, cryptocurrencies, and then you'll get a list of cryptocurrencies you can follow. You can hit the Bitcoin USD and see it that way. So yeah, I got one more subscriber to hit 1,000. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked. 49.44. So we're getting a little bit of retracement, guys. But we did hit 5,000. So who had 5,000 on here? Matt had 48.99. And I saw 5,000. Who was it? John Thompson. John Thompson's going, yeah, 5,000. We hit his 5,000 exactly. Yeah, somebody else was telling me SEC approvals, but you know, on an April 1st, Fool's Day, I guarantee you it was an April Fool's joke. There was there was no approvals pending for today, and that, to the best of my knowledge, so that kind of tells me it was an April Fool's joke. And I know people that spend a lot of money in Asia on April Fool's joke. What do I know? I got cream soda this time. Cream soda's good. I haven't had a cream soda in a while. Let's see here. Double X double Y's going, yeah, he goes, I think all the bots are losing their nuts. Losing their nuts because they're all FOMOing and flipping out. And that's a really real issue, because not only have regular trading, but these bots are set up on if-thens and statements of condition, and they could cause these types of flashes to happen because they start interacting with each other, and they can actually cause a lot of this too. All right, so 49.50s, 57.54. So it's still fluctuating there. I'm not seeing that that super fast lift off, but the fact that it's still holding is pretty spectacular. I obviously I doubt it's going to hold all night. I just can't see this going up this high, but I mean that's significant. I mean, guys, we were talking what, 4,100 I mean, if it breaks over 5, you know, we're looking at 1,000 increase. You know, it's immense to happen in an hour or so. Where is my? Let's go to CoinMarketCap. Let's see what now CoinMarketCap. It basically kind of gets all the pricing information from all the different exchanges and venues, and comes up with an average price on it. But look at that, 16%. Jeez. Go figure. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the SEC approval. Presto Crypto goes, hey, Dino, I don't know. Let's see if it's done or not. That's why I like the Trading View. We can get a some real-time data here. Let's try to. Let's go into here. I know I'm fading out here a little bit. 49.87, so we're picking back up. We were down to 450s. I'm just shocked. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can change the time frame on this. Let's see if it'll let me on the basics. So we have the daily, hourly. What do we got going on here? I don't know if it gives it to you without signing in. I want the one. That's the 1 month. I don't know if we can. Adjust this to try to get. When I'm logged in on my other machine, I get all the details here where I can set up the time frame. And I'm trying to find it. Here's the 1 day range. So I'm trying to see if I can set it up here. Full featured chart. Let's try that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. All right. There we go. There's that's our. So it wasn't one massive purchase that caused this. It was a combined level and efforts of level. And you can see here where there was a lot of people are like, that's it, I'm cashing out, and they're taking their profits. All right, and that's what dropped this right up here. It dropped it. As you had all these people like, holy smokes, I'm selling, I'm taking the $900 profit per coin, and they're doing it. Then it started to raise back up, and now people are selling off and taking profit again. Let's see if we can get a little bit better. This is the 1 minute time frame. You're not gonna get anything better than that as far as detail. No, I don't want to try this. Close that. No, I don't want to sign up. All right, so we were looking at, a nice little pump here, and then it started to just go bananas on the Bitfinex. So we'll have to see. I'm going to keep an eye on this here. This is kind of telling me here that we're starting. If this sell-off that's happening now, if it starts to bring it down further, then I have a feeling we're going to start to see a retracement, and that will be the peak, which was the $5,070 range. But that's my best guess of what's going on. That's 49. I'm still shocked that it's holding this high right now, because there's a lot of people that have Bitcoin, and you see something that moves that fast, they're gonna try to grab profits off of that. Let me see if I can fix me from disappearing right before your eyes. I'm fading away. Color key. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. That's a little better. Now, this way I don't turn into the invisible man right in front of you. Let's take a look here at the news. Let's see if there's anybody else. Huge green candle, crypto slate. Let's see if they have anything that we don't know. Pushes Bitcoin from $4,200 to $5,000 in minutes. Bitcoin up 15% over the last 24 hours. You tell me what gives you 15% on your money in 24 hours. Cryptocurrency. Just like in this, my song in the beginning of the of my show. Better pack your bags. It's gonna be coming. Let's see here. All right, I'm agreed to your terms here. Within the last week, Bitcoin has had a strong upward price movement, rising by 19%. Much of that increase was in the last hour, with a massive amount of purchasing activity pricing Bitcoin from $4,190 to $5,000 on Coinbase Pro, a 19% jump. Several green candles have pushed the price. Let's see, do they have any idea? Hey, the source is largely unknown. The source of the large purchases is unknown, though it is likely from one or several wells, spurring the rest of the market into action. So, according to Crypto Slate's blaming it on one or multiple whales trying to make things kickstart, or to do what whales do. That said, some have raised concerns about price manipulation. Meanwhile, a combination with the strong upward price movement, there are a growing number of people within crypto Twitter that believe the indicators suggest the bear market could be coming to an end. The crypto dog saying, "How can you possibly be bearish?" However, with something as volatile, new, and unpredictable as Bitcoin, it's likely impossible to know whether the bullish trend will continue, but many are very optimistic. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see if there's any comments down here. I don't think there is. Be the first to comment. No, I'm not going to comment at the moment. We'll keep an eye on Crypto Slate. I have a feeling by tomorrow morning most of this is going to be gone. Let's go back to the news and let's take a look at the chat. Let's see what you guys have to say. Live dashboard. Okay. Joshua Oswald, he's going, "Hey Dino, when Lambo, I think you can buy a tire at the moment with the money that was just made. So I don't know, maybe the insurance for a couple of months." Yeah, Lambo not included. That shrimp is sure the heck good. I wish it was still hot. Hey, we got Paul out there. Good to see you, Paul. Paul, you're missing all the excitement. We're sitting there on Telegram and the price just went ballistic. We've watched it go all the way up to 5,060 on Bitfinex. So that's kind of exciting. So I figured we'd just do a live show, kind of watch it, take some, see who can guess the highest point. And the fact that we're starting to see this retracement here, I have a feeling it's going to come down on it. That's pretty significant. I'm not sure that we'll see that turn around, but anything could happen. Crypto Cowboy goes, "Just a tire? What am I going to do with a Lambo tire?" Well, that's all you're going to get with just, $800. Now, if you happen to have 1,000 Bitcoins, then you do all right. You can buy a Lambo out of that. I'm nowhere near that capable. Mert Omer. How you doing, Mert? Let's see what we got here. Man, it literally drew a 90 degree FKN. Yeah, no, it literally went straight up depending on how fast you looked at it. So yeah, I mean, if you press it in on a daily, your daily's just literally straight up. It was a literal rocket launch. Because this happened all within minutes. And we're clearly going to see this. Now, the big key is, where do you guys think this is going to retrace to? I think that why do they always want to sell me something here? I think we're going to keep some of this. I would find it hard to believe that it's going to retrace below the 42. I'm hoping that I'm hoping it'll stay in the 40, 43, 44 when it comes back down, if not more. Well, we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Yeah, Mert goes, hey, just want to let you guys know, coffee is on me. Obviously, Mert has little bags of coins that he's holding on to, and he sold off some. So, good for you. I hope you made some money. I usually would sell some, but I have everything squirreled away. By the time I moved it to make it available for trading, I'll miss it anyway. And of course, I'm doing the show, so I'm gonna probably lose out on some gains, but that's okay. I'm having fun. I like watching it move, and quite frankly, it'll go back up again. Yeah, Aaron's saying, he goes, that SEC stuff is definitely an April Fool's. I agree. I don't think that I don't think any of that stuff was real today, and there was nothing that I knew of that was scheduled to be released. So I have to go on the assumption that a lot of that was just April Fool's stuff. So there we go. Hey, Rob, it's good to see you. Rob's out in Australia. And of course, out in Australia, that price is probably up there pretty significant. All right, so here now we're hitting 48. 48.20s. So we're starting to pull back. It was still fun to watch it hit that 5,000 mark. You know, when you get this single pullback over here, and then you can continue to climb, that I can see. But I don't see a return with this type of mathematics going on here, because we're retesting and then coming up, retesting, getting rejected, retesting, getting rejected. So this is going to definitely pull back. I would be shocked if it was to go back up again. Anything can happen, but I personally would be shocked. I think we've seen the excitement for tonight, and it's just a matter of where this is going to land. What do you think there, Mert? Let me know. Double X is saying, hey, Dino, do you ever think of this? Maybe this is just an April Fool's prank done to by a whale to excite the market. Yeah, and now that you say that, that's exactly what this news site said. Crypto Slate. And they're talking about it was a massive amount of purchasing activity within the last hour. And, you know, quite frankly, these are the types of things that should be happening. These people that are doing these, you know, on BitMEX and the derivative type stuff, they're basically not buying the Bitcoin. And if they were actually buying the Bitcoin price would just be ballistic. And the fact that they're just betting with cash on the price of Bitcoin, it doesn't help Bitcoin. So when there's no more over the counter, or that stuff dries up, the only place that you're gonna get Bitcoin is to get it over the counter. And there's only so much that people are parting with, and most people are going to start to hold on to it. And if they absolutely have got to have it, they're going to have no choice but to buy it somewhere on an exchange. And quite frankly, that's good, because it shows the true value of the coins being purchased and sold instead of hidden when two guys meet in at a desk in a bank and transfer fiat, and the other guy hands them a ledger with some keys on it. So it's kind of exciting. Hopefully we'll start to see more of this stuff. So let's see here what Mert says. Mert's telling me, he goes, I think it'll go back and stay on its first support of 4.2. Yeah, I'm looking at 4.4243. I'm hoping that it stays there, and bursts through that resistance, that 4.2 resistance line, and ends up staying just over it. I'd like to see it in the 43 range. Let's take a look here. We're at 48.37. It's shockingly still holding. And you can see here there's some purchasing trying to break out, but that's going to get rejected, no doubt in my mind. That'll get rejected as it goes along, and it'll keep making lower highs as it goes. Mert saying that he thinks it's first going to launch the second module and create one more rocket on 4.5 to 5.5. I don't know about that. You really think you're going to see this go over 5 again? I don't buy it. I bet you one shrimp on that. I got my shrimp. Show me yours. That's good. Let's see what else we got here. Doc Ox is saying, you've heard of FOMO. I think John McAfee FOID. So the price has to go up to hit 1 million in 2021. Debo saying it's 47.45 on CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look here. 47.20. And keep in mind, CoinMarketCap is going to give you a balanced price between all of the exchanges and all its sources. But still, even 47 is pretty impressive. Aaron's telling me 2 pro-cryptocurrency bills are being submitted to the U.S. Congress. That might have something to do with it. Plus, Coinbase staking news may have put some whales over the fence to jump in. Somebody knows something to throw that much money into the market to cause that much of a move. You know, we're not talking $100,000 here or even $1 million here. We're talking some money. And usually people with that much money have a little more insight or some good guesses of what's gonna go on. That always makes me kind of giddy when I see stuff like that happen, because it's rare that somebody puts that much money in unless they think there's a reason for it. Aaron's thinking Coinbase institutional POS news was the big news. You seeing that? I haven't seen that. And I am limiting my search to the last hour. Here we go, CoinDesk. Let's see what CoinDesk has to say. CoinDesk. The price of Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, shot up 7% within 30 minutes on Tuesday to reach its highest point in 4 months. CoinDesk data shows Bitcoin's price spiked to $47.15, accompanied by a large injection of daily bullish volume to close out the hourly, trading at $668 up. So, the press time, it was 19% over in the 24-hour period. And they're not telling us anything we don't know here yet. The market capitalization, up to $5.1 billion. Came out of a time for Bitcoin's bulls providing relief and breaking through, but not one, but 3 key resistance levels, 42, 44, and 45 were resistance levels that just tore through them. It says here, Bitcoin's one of the many cryptocurrencies enjoying a large injection of liquidity in the markets, with Ether and Litecoin up 5 and 8% respectively, while Tron leads the pack in the top 15 and is currently up 12% of the rank. So they're giving us what we're watching live. They're not telling us anything we don't know, like who, what, where, why, and how. That's what I want to know. Debo saying, Dino, I really want to tell you, but over-the-counter pisses me off. Yes. Yeah, it really does. Though, you know, they're buying peer to peer, and that was initially what Bitcoin is for. You know, I'll give you something, and you give me some Bitcoin, and that was the whole concept behind it. But the exchange is required so that you can evaluate what its current fiat worth is. It's our only means at the moment, so that you know, should I give this guy one beer or should I give the guy a whole truckload of beers for his Bitcoin? And there's no way to tell. So the exchange allows us to identify a common price that everybody's kind of agreeing on at the moment, and you can use that. So at one point, you know, yeah, it kind of sucks. Everything has to go through an exchange when it's really, I'm just doing business with this person and this person. But it's a requirement, really, to have the coin have a value. So yeah, it's got to go through the exchange, and it's unfortunately that it doesn't. Only because of the sheer size of the over-the-counter trades are usually of the great value. Let's see here. Aaron's saying, let's see what Aaron has to say. Institutional level money getting interest from proof of stake without the risk because Coinbase is putting up the money is bullish. So you're saying Coinbase? Aaron, explain that. So you're telling me Coinbase is, you put up their money and they're going to guarantee interest to people, or they're going to give a particular rate. They're not obviously mining with their crypto. There's nothing you can mine as a proof of stake for Bitcoin. So they're... you know, they're doing a bank job basically here. So basically, you put your money in, they're going to give you an interest rate, and then they're going to go lend it to somebody else for a higher interest rate. Is that what you're telling me? They're going to become a bank? As long as they don't get into fractional lending, we'll be all right. Yeah, find me the link. Let's take a look here. I'll put that up on the screen. Let's see what we got. It may have blocked everybody else from seeing it, so let me go to my live. There we go. Let's bring that up here. Coinbase. Coinbase custody launches staking support for Tezos. MakerDAO and governance to follow. All right, so they're going to hold those are stakeable coins. So those particular coins, they're going to put them into custody and then allow them to be staked. Offline staking provided in crypto. Can reach the government support for Maker. Yeah, this is a really awesome idea because you can allow Coinbase to have the custody of the coin itself or keep it on their exchange, and as long as it's on the exchange, you can be making more coins because it will virtually stake the coins for you onto the environment. Believe it or not, WebDollar does that now. Those guys put together a pretty cool system. You'll be able to just to say, hey, I have this much, lock it, and it'll stake it for you. The pool will be able to stake it for you. But yeah, this is nice and it's good. And I'm going to tell you right now, this did not cause that. You know, Tezos and those others did not cause Bitcoin to flip out like this. So, you know, it's nice, but that's not it's not a reactional event for this. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Let's take a look here. Continue. I don't want to sign up. To work or retrieve, please create a free account. I don't want to do that. Let's see. How do I get rid of this stuff? That's the one thing that Trading Dude makes you bananas. I don't want to log in. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. And there's no way for me to get out of this here, huh? So they're gonna make me refresh it. Let's see if it'll refresh it and get rid of that. There we go. 47.82. As you can see here, we're making lower lows. We're starting our retracement. Let's see here. Aaron goes, Dino, you don't know anything. It's complicated and there's a number of reasons. I'll have to trust you on that. But from my perspective, those coins, though good, they're not causing this Bitcoin market to go up. You're going to have to show me something a little bit better than that for me to buy into that. That looks like smoke and mirrors to me. I'm on my last shrimp, guys. Let's see what else we got here. Rob Pastori goes, hey Dino, what about electronium? Is there any movement? Probably not, except for the natural price movement. Let's take a look here. Let's see, for curiosity. We can look it up real quick. 90, 100%. There we go. So electronium's up 7.9%, which would tend to probably be the lift off. You can see, you can see the price of Bitcoin. See, if you were smart, you would have bought it right about here. Bitcoin's worth so much more. You could have got a lot more electronium. Geez, so now the electronium's back up. You figure here you're at 057, you know, at 063. So you got a natural. This is a shock wave, and it's gonna take a few hours for all of these charts to kind of level off and to let the dust settle. Some of my other favorites in here. Let's take a look at BitTube real quick. Is it on here? Bet you everybody's going to be dealing with the same thing. BitTube. See, BitTube's still down. They had a nice bump in the last few days, but they just basically went up and then took a nosedive down. Let's see, and Ravencoin. I like my Raven. And Ravencoin's still posting a 6.3. So Ravencoin's been on a tear. I'm going to tell you, I bought a pretty good chunk a couple of weeks ago, and I was proud of myself. I was like, I need some extra Ravencoin, so I bought a few extra, and that turned out to be a really good investment. At 1.5 cents, selling for 6 now. So I'm pretty excited about that in the last few days. Let's go back here to top of the park. I'm sure you guys are on Telegram. I haven't had a chance to get on Telegram, so I don't know what's going on there. I have to just go on assumption that you guys haven't heard anything new. If you did, put it in the chat so that I know if anybody's seen anything else that could have been caused for this. Debo goes, hey Dino, I just want to let you know this is a hell of a thing to happen on April Fool's Day, no matter what, regardless of whatever. Yeah, no kidding. So where they're reporting 46.93. Let's take a look at the Bitfinex chart. And as you see, the retracement continues. This is probably going to happen for the next hour or so. Hour and a half. I have a feeling we're going to start to see this continue. Let's see here. What else we got? Over the counter, like insurance. Aaron goes, okay, it's shrimp. I got my last bite. Thanks for reminding me. My last bite. That was a dozen shrimp. Very tasty, very nice. Aaron says, you can see that they dumped the electronium for Bitcoin. It's possible. It's only 6%. It's pretty rare I get rid of my electronium. I don't think that I've ever moved more than 5% of my electronium holdings to trade at any point. I'm just holding on to that stuff. I think that, you know, a few years from now, it's going to be a good run for that. All right, so let's take a look and see what other news came out. I know you guys are probably tired. Some of you want to go to bed. This is probably a good time if that's what you have to do. And nobody else is bringing up any new news except stating the obvious. And let's try, we'll get rid of this one, we'll get rid of this one. Get rid of the Coinbase article. And we'll get rid of that one. We'll keep the search open, see what else comes up. Alright, so now we're at 4,800. We're 200 off our top here, 5,029. So in case you're just getting in touch, we started off the show with it just breaking 4,200. I was all excited on Telegram. Ran out there and said, hey, you guys, you know, I think I should do something live. This looks like it's going to fly. By the time I sat down, we were up at 4,700. And it just continued to rise. When we hit that 4,780, I thought for sure it was going to flash right back down. But it continued up to the 5,070. Now this is on Bitfinex, but 5,070 as a top, and now it's starting its retracement back down. We're all hoping that it'll stay over the 4,200 resistance line. I'm just worried about it coming down so fast that it plows through that 4,200 and then bounces back up over it. But I think when the dust is settling, I'm hoping to see it over that 4,200, if not higher. So, hey, I got that crypto. It's good to see you. So I got that crypto. He goes, what's going on with Bitcoin? Yeah. So I hope you caught some of that dissertation I just gave. And what's going on with Bitcoin. Surprised that you're up. I think you're in the United States too. I know where I'm at. It's pretty early in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. And I should have been in bed by 12, but I couldn't help myself. And it's kind of bizarre what we got going on. Let's see here. I got that crypto says, yeah, he goes, I'm always up, you know, I'm always doing my thing. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm kind of a night owl too. I think ever since I got into crypto, I think I've been more of a night owl to watch what goes on and interact with people during the evening, doing my day job, and spend some time way late at night just to keep up with things. And then we have events like this, whether they be, you know, with some of my altcoins or Bitcoin itself. Of course, when Bitcoin does something this exciting, everybody's eyes bulges and wants to check it out to see what's going on. We have 25 people out there, so that's great. I appreciate you 25 folks watching live and just kind of kicking back with me while I'm eating some shrimp, having some cream soda, and just kind of watching what's going on. If you see here, this is pretty shocking to me here. It keeps trying to break out. You take a look at what's going on in the volume. You'll see mostly of it's sales for most, but you know, every other we're getting purchases taken care of. And this green pop right here is kind of surprising to me. I thought this would level down and come back to normal range. you can see all this activity here. I'm sure some of that's through bots reacting to what had happened, you know, selling off and what have you, and purchasing. But you know, these little spikes, somebody keeps trying to pop it through still, and it's just keeps getting rejected. Now this is at the 48. Now remember, there was a resistance line at 42, 45, and 48, give or take, you know, 10 or 20 bucks. So we're looking here. Let's see if we can take a look. This one's the 47. So this would be and this here's the 49. So our resistance level is somewhere in this range. Let's see if we could put, we had 42. Let's see if we could put our 42 in here. I'm gonna have to lower this because I'm way up there. So our resistance was the 42. These numbers aren't matching up. There it goes. I'm like, what the hell? I had to go back that far. 42, it should be right in here. So this is one resistance line here. All right. 45 was our next one. And you can kind of see that's where it got some. You can see where it hit that 45 in this area. My lines are really rough, okay? I'm kind of poking it into the screen. My lines are really rough, but you can see where it hit that resistance line, and it kept trying to break through it, and then pop. And it went right through it, slung itself up in the air. And I believe the last one was around 48, which is right here, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of right where that should be. So those were the resistance lines as it was trying to go up. So you can see here it's hitting that again, and it's getting rejected consistently as it's going along. What an exciting evening for April Fool's. Now my wife, she got me pretty good today. She came up and she had a document with the car company that we have our loan with, letterhead and everything, and you know, you failed to pay your bill for the last 3 months. We'll be coming to pick up the car for repossession, this, that, and the other thing, and signed, you know, Sally Salsworth or whatever at the bottom there. And she's like, we got a problem, and she shows me the letter, and she's all freaking out on me, and it took me about 90 seconds to catch on. My wife's a big April Fool. She loves April Fools. I think she went around the building and April Fooled almost every employee she could get a hold of. She had one guy run. She told one of the guys, "Hey, somebody hit your car out in the parking lot." The guy goes running out there. She has another employee. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna have to get out of the building. The police are coming. I need you to stand out there and wait for the police." And the poor employee sitting out there in the parking lot, looking around, waiting for the police to show up. And my wife is just laughing her ass off because she's having so much fun terrorizing all the employees with April Fool's jokes. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get her. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Alright. Debo saying, "Hey Dino, I think the altcoins are holding stronger." They usually they kind of flow behind, and they kind of follow a little bit, but usually they'll go up faster and come down. But something that is a flash like this, it's going to take a... By the time all this happens, you know, people get to react. And we just went through a whole bunch of exchanges getting hacked, and I guarantee you there's a lot of people that moved off, including myself. You know, I'm guilty. I would leave a portion of some of my coins on the exchange, and I would leave them there in case I wanted to sell them, you know. And all these hacks are happening, and it gets you a little nervous. So I started moving more of the coins off the exchanges. So this is going to leave people that have them on there the first mover advantage. But I have a feeling a lot of people did move a lot of their coins off exchanges. I guarantee you it was a higher percentage than you'd think of more folks moving coins off exchanges than there would normally have been. All right, let's go with that. All right, let's see what else we got here. So we got Grelfon. Grelfon's just saying Russia. I don't know if he's blaming Russia or if he's from Russia or if he wants to go visit Russia. He's just telling me Russia. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit. Oh my gosh. That's pretty awesome. Let's see what else. I have to turn over here. I got all these monitors in front of me, so I'm trying to keep an eye on everything. Let's see what else we got here. So that's still at that 47. We're going to see probably a gentle glide back. When it's compressed, it's going to look like a straight up and straight down. And if we take this to, people are going to be looking at this on a one-day candle, and on a one-day candle, it's going to be basically a rocket explosion and then a straight down. That's pretty significant. I mean, we've seen it before. You take a look at some of these here, you'll see there was a nice blast off here that happened, and this is similar in nature. But as you can tell, historically, as that happened, it took the next couple of weeks to come back down because of that blast off, and then we started to build back up. The fact that what gets me crazy is that we were in a nice channel there, and then poof, it just took right off. I think they're right. I think somebody doesn't want to miss the boat, and before the prices got too high, they scored some coins to put in their ledger, ledger NanoS or what have you. But when you start looking at this on a one-day candle, this is probably going to come back down at least half here. I really hope that it lands in that 43, 44 range. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Let's see if I can find it again. I just lost it. Where do we go? 1 day. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, down at the bottom here. All sorts of good stuff. $47.87. I'm shocked that it keeps trying to retest that resistance line. You guys are watching this, and that's just bizarre to me. That after all this, it keeps trying to push into that and break that resistance line. We had it at 42, 45, and 48, and that 48 is right here. They made me reboot the page, so I lost my resistance lines there, but there we go. We put it back there. It keeps hitting that resistance line. It keeps trying to push through. I'm shocked that that's going on. So we've actually, we've made it back up to the 48 range. I would be shocked to see this continue up again, but it's highly unlikely it's going to break through that. Alright, I think we've seen a lot of the excitement. I doubt we're going to see over the 5,000 range again. I'll be very surprised if I wake up tomorrow and and it burst through that a second time. You know, because again, you're taking a look at this here, and you're just not seeing it. You just can't seem to break through it. It's trying. It's trying. You get a couple, but you notice your volume is just too low. You can see here where the volume was just so immense, there was nothing that was going to stop it. It just pierced everything. It was obviously some bots got activated or trades were activated, and you'll see here, this is all the sell-offs, people taking some money, grabbing their profits while it's still up there, especially at this mark here where it started to come back up. They started pulling more profits out. That's where the profit rebound also, people were selling it off. Then we got a couple of times it's just trying to break through. We were trying to break through that resistance, the 48 level. We had a 42, a 45, and a 48 resistance level, and everything was selling off. The volume is kicking down, and with this volume kicking down, it's going to be more in a natural state. This should be it's still greater than, you take a look here what was going on with it prior. Let's see if we can shrink this up. You can see the volume was minuscule under the normal conditions, even though it's a huge amount. When you look at what happened here with a perspective of our normal volume, this looks like it's nothing compared to what just transpired to make all this happen. I can't even begin to tell you the amounts of money. You're at one of these lines is equal to like a month of all the trading that happened. I don't know if this will give me value. No, it's not going to give me any dollar amounts, but the sheer volume of money that transpired in this initial kickoff was immense. This is huge. Big numbers. These things are big, and we're still, you know, what, 10 times our normal trades for the day. So this is still pretty exciting. I'm just curious if it's gonna break this 48. It keeps trying. You see it here, it's still picking at it. It wants to hit that 48 and break through. It's trying hard. Some bulls are trying to break through it. Do we got any patterns happening here? Anybody see a pattern that's happening? Let's see here. Kanga goes, yeah, the SEC approved 2 ETFs. Nah, that didn't happen. April Fools. MTS is saying, Litecoin halving price thoughts, please. Litecoin halving. Now, Litecoin halving isn't causing this, but regarding Litecoin, it seems to always hold a value, and there are always times that you can make some gains with it. One thing that I've learned over the time that I've been in cryptocurrency is, if I don't see a function for the particular coin other than it just exists for the sake of existing, Bitcoin's allowed to do that. It's the first one, it's the granddaddy, and it's allowed to do that because it is the creator. It's as simple as that, whether you like it or not. Having said that, I have a tendency to put my coins into things that I think are producing something, whether it be a new technology on the chain, whether it be focusing itself on a specific market, whether it's trying to make ease of use. I'm looking for things that are going to put crypto into somebody's hand. And those are the coins that I invest in, and most of my stuff is for long term. I'm looking at stuff that I feel will bring value to a lot of people easily, and those are the coins that I put the money into. So I'm not a big Litecoin, so we'll have to see. So Kanga's saying he thinks it's on Twitter that the ETFs were approved. It's just I don't buy it. Let's take a look. Let's go to the news again. Everybody keeps saying this, and every time somebody says it, everybody else is saying that's April Fools. Let's see if we got something here. Bitcoin ETF. Let's see. Now, besides the Bitcoin getting into the government for review, I don't think there's anything else that I've seen.